So you've been in a relationship with a narcissist. You've studied the creature and in retrospect assembled the puzzle pieces to create a coherent picture of the reality of your situation as it was. You begin to see the patterns of behavior, the similarities, the sameness of the roles they play in the stories we read about. How many times have you read a comment such as, "You're describing my wife, my husband, or family member"? Was that a revelation to you? Were you surprised? Did the knowledge give you some comfort? Did realizing that what you experienced was not unique, and in a real sense it did indeed happen? So what did you do? You read more, you studied more. Little by little you began to piece together a shattered existence. You suffered a psychic injury, a trauma, and were in a state of grief. It seems there is an industry that sustains itself in re-victimizing the victim. Codependence is defined as a person who supports or enables another person's addiction, poor mental health, immaturity, irresponsibility, or underachievement. The original use of this term was used to describe the spouse or intimate partner of an alcoholic, facilitating their ability to drink. It seems like a part of the naming of you as a codependent gives the therapist a reason to exist in your life. They are treating the one in the room, as the saying goes. Maybe you want to talk about what you experienced, get it off your chest, and unpack all the bullshit so that you can move on. It's as if because you stuck around, put up with the challenges, and accepted the reality of life as it was a character flaw. I refer specifically to intimate relationships involving a commitment. Families become estranged in all manner of ways. People cope and get triggered by the holidays because they realize what they don't have and imagine everyone else does. These dynamics have been playing out for hundreds of years and will continue until the end of time. There are a myriad of reasons to divorce or break up or just run away. The thing that causes you to stay might have been how much you had invested in the relationship, such as children or a sense of commitment. So what's the point? And this is important. If you understood that you were in a relationship with a narcissist and comprehended the fact that they were out to enslave, to dominate, and eventually discard you, you would have left long ago. In retrospect, you would have done everything differently. Yet how could you have known? There has been a great awakening the past few years brought about by the internet and specifically YouTube. We see people sharing experiences, often bearing their souls for all to see and give witness to. The information age has cast a light on one of the darker forms of humanity, and we, by good fortune, were lucky enough to find out and bask in that light of knowledge and understanding. So now you know. You found out, and a process has begun. Forgive yourself for not knowing. Forgive yourself for being a good person who stayed longer and suffered more than others might have. What you did speaks more to the strength of your character than some flaw in your personality. So now you know, and it's okay. And with each day of no contact, the fog clears, and we become stronger and wiser and more resilient as we move away from the darkness and move towards the light on our path to healing.